Alrighty guys, what is going up? Welcome back to the Best Investing Money Management channel on YouTube. I hope you guys are all having a great and amazing day today. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the one, the only, ticker symbol GOOGL, also known as Google. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys get anything in value out of this video, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions, concerns, make sure you ask them down below. So today we're going to be talking about Google. Google did announce some crazy news, right? They're now offering a 20-to-1 stock split. Now this is going to be taking place sometime in July. I believe it's around July 15th. Now they're going to be doing a 20-to-1 stock split. So pretty much what that means is for every share you have of Google right now, you're going to be getting 20, which seems like a great investment, right? Because you're getting more shares, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't change anything about the company itself. All it does is offer out more shares at a more affordable price for more people to be able to invest. And I honestly think that's a fantastic thing. You know, we had a ton of companies do it over the past year or so. But should you buy it? I always think Google carries a lot of potential, you know, in the metaverse, AI. Google is an absolute massive company. If we look at the revenue here, you can see just the absolute powerhouse we've seen. So Google, in the quarter ending in September 30th, 2021, they made about $65.1 billion. That's a 41% increase, which is fantastic. And now anytime you look at a company, you need to look at margin. Margin is one of the most important things because this determines kind of how much money the company is going to make per $100. So they have a profit margin right at about 29%, which is actually pretty decent. So what that means is for every $100 Google brings in, they profit about $29.52, which is pretty decent. And looking at the cash on hand, they have so much cash. They have $142 billion. And given they only have $14 billion in debt, they have so much money in cash. Now, what do they use this cash for, you may ask? Well, one, they use it to reinvest into their business, into their products, into their team, into employees. And the beauty of it is if Google ever slows down, they have over $140 billion to continue to grow the business. So I definitely think that everybody should be buying some Google. And you can see we had just this natural sell-off, right? This was pretty much just because of the general market, right? The S&P 500, if we look at it, you can see it sold off a little bit. Google is one of the large contenders in the market. And so it just kind of had that natural sell-off as well. So now today, the stock pretty much skyrocketed up because of that 20-to-1 stock split. Now, like I mentioned, at the end of the day, it doesn't change one thing about the company. All it does is it's going to be offering pretty much shares at a more affordable price. But looking back at like AAPL, Apple, you can see right in here, this is when they did that 4-to-1 stock split. And during that time, they had that huge ramp up before they actually announced it. And then once they announced it, they actually had sell-off for a while shortly after the 4-to-1 stock split, just because it doesn't change anything inside the company. So the Apple stock split did not really change anything inside the company. And this is why we had that sell-off, right? Shortly after that 4-to-1 stock split, looking at another stock that did offer a 5-to-1 stock split. Before that, we had this great buying pressure after the stock split. Still sell off in consolidation, very similar to Apple. So given that Google had this great buying pressure today, it will probably have a little run up before we see that split. Shortly after the split, my guess would be consolidation, maybe a little sell off. So answering that question, should you buy Google? I definitely think Google carries a lot of potential, and it's just a fantastic company in general, right? You know Google is not going anywhere anytime soon. So given that right now, yes, they're doing that 4-to-1 stock split. It's a good investment. My recommendation for like a strategy would be dollar cost averaging. Just slowly invest, weekly, monthly into the stock, because I understand right now it's pretty expensive. It's almost $3,000 per share. So this 20-to-1 stock split is definitely going to make a huge difference when it comes to buying up some shares. But in my opinion, Google's not going anywhere. Dollar cost average it. For me, it's an absolute buy. And we will see you guys later in another episode. Remember to stay happy, guys, stay positive, and stay safe. Take care, everyone.